something freaky this past weekend has kind of brought out my inner Vince Vaughn. I was sitting there and I was like, do I want to go to the movie theaters? Do I not want to go to the movie theaters? Because I kind of want to go to the movie theaters, and does my significant other want to go to the movie theaters? She wants to go to the movie theaters, but then I'm thinking like, yo, should we go to the movie theaters? Because they're telling us not to go to the movie theaters. But since they're telling us not to go to the movie theaters, it kind of makes me want to go to the movie theaters, so we end up at the movie theaters. And then when we're sitting there, we're in this big dark room, which kind of makes us feel dangerous, but also safe, and we're wondering, hey, we're sitting there, what do we do when it comes to eating? You know, like when I pop an M&M in my mouth, do I put my mask down? They said you don't have to wear your mask when you're eating, but you know, you don't want to wear your mask, so you kind of want to eat the whole time. Do I stretch it out for the entire movie? Do I pull it down a little bit? Do I do the little chin strap? Do I do like the Abraham Lincoln? Do I pop an M&M in my mouth and do I keep it there, or do I put it back up and do I chew with my mask on? And you know, so do I sanitize my hands? Do I put the hand sanitizers on my hands and it tastes like hand sanitizer? But when it's going down, am I going to die because I'm eating hand sanitizer? Or you know, is it good for me? Is it cleaning the inside? Because you know, we don't know. I'm not a scientist. The whole thing's confusing. You're looking around. You're kind of noticing everybody else around you. Are they sitting too close? Are they sitting too far? But then you're like, we're in a big open theater and it's highly ventilated, and the theater's taking like lots of precautions to make us feel safe, but we kind of don't feel safe. But it makes us like feel like cool because we're kind of like, hey, well, are we making some bad decisions with each other? It's kind of dangerous, but we're also like, yeah, well, we're safe because they wouldn't be open if we weren't safe. Man, talking like Vince is exhausting, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you I had a good time at the theater. I was kind of worried about Blumhouse in the beginning because of the 4 movies they put on Amazon that totally did not connect, and The Craft right after that. I was like, uh-oh, Blumhouse got a little too big for its britches. But this one's kind of like going back in the right direction. It's not a return to form, but it's going back to be like, hey guys, we could give you something cheap, something fun, and something bloody, and enjoy it. Vince Vaughn, I could take Vince all day. I love him. He's fantastic. He's worth the watch alone. The kids around him were great. They had good chemistry together. You could tell it was cheap. You could tell that they were just like, we know we're not making Citizen Kane. We're just trying to make something enjoyable for our fans. And that's exactly what it was. It was good. It was in passing entertainment. So if it's streaming somewhere, absolutely go for it. But for the theater experience, if you're paying money for it, I mean, I would say no go unless you know this is your sort of thing. So if horror comedy is your sort of thing, it's worth it. But you don't have to rush to see it. I enjoyed it. Once again, Vince Vaughn in my life, I'll take any day. So